Almost 90% of women have cellulite. And guess what? It's not their fault. We don't choose cellulite, but we can choose a different way to treat it. Meet Quo, collagenase Clostridium histolyticum, AAES, the first and only FDA-approved prescription injectable for moderate to severe cellulite in the buttocks of adult women. This non-surgical treatment is injected by an aesthetic specialist in 10 minutes or less. Individual results may vary. Do not receive if you are allergic to any collagenase or ingredients in Quo or have an infection at the treatment site. May cause serious side effects, allergic reactions including anaphylaxis, and injection site bruising. Seek medical help right away for any signs of allergic hypersensitivity. Tell your doctor about all your medical conditions, if you have a bleeding condition, or take medicine that prevents clotting. Most common side effects include bruising, pain, hardness, itching, redness, discoloration, swelling, and warmth at the injection site. Ask your doctor about all possible side effects and for product information. If you're ready to get to the bottom of your cellulite, learn more and find a specialist at Quo.com.
It is the 18th of October, 2021. This show happens each and every weekday from the Baldwin Ace Hardware Fear Bunker studio. Oh, boy. Boy, do I have a story for you. The Eric Zane Show podcast begins now.
Hey, everybody, this is Crank, also known as the White John Coffee. When I'm not busy servicing my Ford or cleaning up after my 4 tax deductions, I listen to the Eric Zane Show podcast, and so should you. Don't forget to support his sponsors, because hey, let's face it, the guy's not that talented, and he needs all the help he can get.
What is up, folks? This is a daily show where I discuss news, nonsense, and my personal adventures each and every day of the work week, Monday through Friday, right here. Boy, you know, the free podcast happens just like it is right now. And then I kick it on over to Patreon for a little follow-up work for another 30 or 40 minutes. You know, that seems to be about the ballpark of the amount of time that I give you on the Patreon bonus podcast. And then it's been like that for nearly 3 years. Just keeping it simple. Just showing up here, talking into a stupid microphone. Try not to be boring. That's all people are looking for. Just don't bore them. Give them something. Talk about whatever it. Figure something that you want to talk about, and then get after it. Okay. All right, and that is the case today. I have plenty of material of things that have happened, stories, takes on the news, all right now. It is underway. Several ways you can get this show. First of all, if you want the video live stream, okay, for now, Facebook.com/Eric Zane fan page. Brought to you by Irvine's Auto Repair, Grand Rapids Hybrid, and EV. You can see it on Twitter, at Eric Zane Show. Brought to you by Blue Frost IT. Here we go. And then YouTube, Eric Zane Show on YouTube. Subscribe to the channel, bell notification, thumbs up. Frank Fuss, My Policy Shop Insurance, brings that to you. More on them later. You know, because I got to eat. I gotta pay for my mortgage. That's how we do this. But then, of course, the audio from this show, the audio is made available on all the podcasting platforms. Just search Eric Zane Show, and it will turn up, or go to my website, ericzaneshow.com. And all of this is there, including merchandise, you know, all of this. Links to the stories that I discuss, complete with snarky headlines. Okay. So now that I've got that out of the way, yesterday was the day of the big Grand Rapids half marathon. Marathon weekend. It's about 1,000,001 races going on. A 5K, a 10K, a fun run, a fun walk, half marathon. Mike Ball and I had agreed, in order to raise money for the AT Children's Project, that we would take each other on head-to-head competition. And, wow. each of you would donate $25, and you'd bet on who is going to win the race and by how much. If you, with your $25 minimum donation, and a lot of you put in a lot more money than $25, my God. If you were closest in the amount of time on the victory after each bet you made, you'd win $300. Second closest, $200. Third closest, $100. So $600 in prizes up for grabs. And we've been talking about it for some time. Now, let me just off the top. The goal was $1,000 for this charity. That is what I was hoping we would raise. I thought that was fair, and whatever. $1,000 is $1,000. We raised $2,485. Okay. Now, full disclosure here. Of that $2,485, Mike Ball, he doesn't want me talking about this, but I want to talk about it. He put in $1,000. He put in $500 leading up to it, and he bet on himself to win and put down a time that he would win by, hoping he could get some of that back, which he probably would turn around and donate that to the charity. I encourage you to keep the money if you win it, by the way. Okay, it's a lot of money. And then he dumped in another $500. No pressure, but Larry Crabb, who was a race announcer, threw in $100 yesterday. So there you go. Seriously, that is fantastic. And then we kept adding to that. So $2,485 was raised for the AT Children's Project just from talking smack and you all making those donations. If this is something that you want to do still, you can still donate to the AT Children's Project whenever you want. Very, very simple. atcp.org. That's where you go. And, you can help them out. Thank you. So, a lot of talk leading up to this race about who was going to win, whatnot. And let me just start with the how the day unfolded. That's probably the best thing I can do here. I don't want to wreck the story by jumping to a certain point that I got to do this right. First of all, I wake up. It was a little weird because I had to go to bed. I went to bed very, very late because I had limo work, and I didn't think that through. I took a limo job that I was dropping off my passengers at midnight. I was probably falling asleep around 1:30 in the morning. Whatever. Before the limo job, though, on Saturday night, probably about 7 o'clock, I said, hey, this is going to power me through as I made not one, but 2 pepper jack cheese, grilled cheese sandwiches. All right. As I finished that up, before I got into the Nutty Buddy, or I should say the ice cream drumstick with the peanuts on top, I said I'm still hungry. So I ripped off one of the NFK's Jimmy Dean sausage sandwiches. 2 minutes in the microwave, and then perfect. All right, that is all the fuel I need to beat Mike Ball. I did not believe for a second that he would be able to do what he was suggesting he could do. And that was run this thing at about, an hour and 40 minutes. No way he's going to do that. No way. Upon waking up, I see that I have a message from Joe Morin. Hey, this is me, Joe Morin. Yeah, hey, what do you say we get together before the race and meet somewhere and get a picture? Okay, now that message came in at 5:30 in the morning. Now, this guy runs 100 miles like in 24 hours, like on a regular basis. He is a sick, twisted person from another planet. That's what he is. And then at 6:35, where are you? And then he looks like he's sending me a message from the start-finish line. There's no one there yet. He takes a selfie with his Pac-Man phone and sends it my way. Again, no one there. It's just him. And I wrote, yeah, I'm at home. My race doesn't start till 8 a.m. I'll be leaving shortly. You've probably been there since 8 o'clock last night. And he writes, I ran here. Now, okay, if he lived a couple of miles away, that'd be ridiculous considering he's running a marathon. And I would guess, I don't know, Joe Moran probably did that thing in about 2 hours and 40 minutes, which is super fast. He lives in Coopersville, Michigan. It's 18 miles from the starting line. So that fucking idiot gets up at God knows what hour and then runs 18 miles to run a marathon. What type of sick, perverse world do you live in where it's fun to run 18 miles before you run a marathon and then run home? What? That is a really... I don't understand. I mean, even when I was really into endurance sports, that is... I would never, ever dream of doing that. What? If you had started, I don't know, maybe you started running long distance late in life. If you had started at a young age, you might have been like an Olympian. Maybe you did, and you've just been this screwed up your entire life. But I can't for the life of me think about anything worse than running 18 miles before you run 26.2 and then run home. Yeah, let's just put in a good 50 for the day. So I take off. I get downtown. I'm down there so late that the races have actually begun. They've got like some kids run going on or something like that. So the cops are telling me to, no, you can't be here. And they're like turning me at every corner. And so I just park over by the movie theater, which is like almost a mile away. This proved to be a terrible move on my part. I walk in, and then it's stupid because you walk into the YMCA there, and some guy right when I walk in, the guy goes, "Can I help you?" I go, "Yeah, I'm here. I've done this a million times." You go into the locker room, you change, you put your shit in the locker, and then that's it. And I go, yeah, and I can tell this is going to go poorly. And I go, yeah, I'm going to the locker room. He goes, no, locker rooms are closed till noon. And I'm like, why? Why would that be? Why this year? I mean, I can understand changes because of COVID, but this should not be affected. I still don't know why they did that. And he goes, yeah, go in the bathroom. I'm like, yeah, okay, great. So I'm standing in the bathroom. There's one stall. Some guy's taking a dump. Place smells like hell. A urinal. There's a line for the urinal. And I have to walk into the bathroom in front of the sink and take my clothes off. I'm nude in the open area of the men's room while the door is open. And there I am with my dick hanging out, standing there, getting into my what I'm going to wear to run. I'm like, what the fuck is going on here? This is ridiculous. So, all right, that happens. Then I have to go drop my bag off in the bag drop. I don't want to do that because I don't have my little ticket on there because I threw it away because I didn't think I needed it because I've got the locker room, right? Fortunately, it's Don Kern's daughter is working the thing. She goes, hey, Eric, yeah, I know you don't have your sticker. No problem. I'll just put your name on it. It'd be all right, great. So that off I go. Larry Crabb, the race announcer, is, where's Eric Zane? Where's Mike Ball? Where's Eric Zane? So I go up there. Hey, Larry, how you doing? I'm gonna talk a little bit. Yeah, maybe I'll beat Mike. Maybe I won't. I don't know. It's all for the kids. Saying the right things. I see Mike. We're hanging out at the start of the race. It's good to see him. I go, hey, man, at the end of the day, we raised a lot of money, helped raise a lot of money for the kids, and everybody donated, so that's awesome. Great job. Off we go. Gun goes off, running. Mike is he's in front of me, but I see him as the first stretch of road. And we make a right turn, and then we're running through downtown, and I peer up the road, and I see him with his. Hang on. I see Mike. Damn it. It's going to be one of those days, I guess, today. I see him with his baseball cap. And I go, because he said before the race started, he goes, man, I haven't really run since Chattanooga, which was weeks ago. And so I'm like, oh, well, I clearly got him. There's no way that I'm going to lose this. I go, the way I see this going is this in my brain. Now, I'm really thought this was going to happen. I go, I'm going to hang with the 9 minute a mile pacers, guy named Dan Omedian, who can run forever, another Armenian. I go, hey, Dan, okay, I'm going to hang with you, and then I'm going to make my move in the back half of the race. And he goes, okay, great. So, gun goes off, and I see Mike, and I go, oh, yeah, he's going to fade. He's not going to be able to maintain this. Whatever pace he's running, he's not going to be able to maintain it. Eventually, I don't see him anymore. I'm like, oh, he's a couple minutes ahead. No big deal. I can make that up. Excuse me. Sorry, I'm having a terrible time. We're rattling off our 9 minute miles. I feel great. I feel awesome. Leading up to this race, the longest amount of distance I've gone is 11 miles. And I'm like, no big deal. No big deal. I can, I'll just power through. Easy. I was hitting the water stops. So, all right, water. And I actually would grab the cup and I would actually stop, drink it, get all the water in, and then catch back up with the group. They're just, 30 yards up after that slowdown. And I go, you know what, this is great because I can, my heart rate comes down a little bit. Take a deep breath, go back after it, set up beautifully. I'm just going to stay with these 9 minute a milers. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 miles. No problem. We are on time. Awesome. I'm actually talking. My heart and lungs feel great. In fact, my heart and lungs felt great the whole race. We get over to this area of the course where it's a little hilly, not the end of the world. There's a couple of good stingers there, but the rest is outside of that, man, this is it. You get to this one part of the course at about this mile mark, 8-9 miles, and you're gonna hit it. Now I typically slow down uphill, but no big deal. I hit a water stop, and same thing as I've been doing. I go, all right, now I got to catch up to the group, and I notice I'm not catching them. I'm like, okay, well these hills are hurting me because I usually struggle going uphill. But I'll make it up after the turnaround on the way back. All right. So then as I'm approaching the turnaround, I felt something that was this could be a problem. Now, and it was a big lump of used grilled cheese sandwich and Jimmy Dean sausage moving through my system. And this was a surprise to me because the hours earlier here at the house, I was like, okay, I just sat down on the throne and this is done. It's smooth sailing. Apparently not the case, though, because I felt this little like, that's a little weird. Hit the turnaround. And now this is starting to become more of an issue as I'm not catching my 9 minute a mile group. Oh my God, boy, this feels a little rough. I don't know if this is going to work out. That's too bad because I was just getting ready to make my big move. Mike's probably right around the corner. Prior to that, I saw Jeff Joush from Striders at about mile 7. And he goes, yeah, Mike's just a little bit ahead of you. And I could tell he was being a snarky asshole. And that was my first hint that this is going to be a long day. So we got to about mile 9. And not only am I starting to feel the Jimmy Dean and the grilled cheese beg to be unleashed, I'm starting to get some pain in various areas of the body. Again, heart and lungs okay, but something doesn't feel right here. And the thing about doing stuff like this, at least for me, is you can be feeling excellent at one particular point, and within a period of like 100 yards of running, you're screwed. You just feel like shit all of a sudden. It can be that much, that at least for me, that quickly of a development. And so then my gut is killing me, and I'm like, all right, this is getting really serious. So I'm like, all right, I'm weighing my options. I can hang on and then get to a porta-john. I'm like, all right, this is really going to ruin my chances. This is going to hurt my chances desperately of getting back in this race. What am I going to do? Holy cow. And then very quickly, I go, who am I kidding? This is going to take forever. This is going to be a huge slowdown. Mike, if he is right around the corner, which I'm starting to convince myself that he's not right around the corner, is going to really put some distance between us. Past mile marker 10. And I know where I am on the part of the course. There's like almost like an oasis. It's actually a building in this trail area of this part of the course where, there's a ladies' room and a men's room. And so there's a throng of people ringing cowbells, yay, holding signs, And I go, excuse me, as I'm running up to, is that restroom open? And they go, yeah. I go, thank God. So I make a hard left off of the course, run up about 60 yards, open the door. I'm like, please, no one be in the stall. No one be in the stall. Sure enough, it's wide open. There's no one in there. Okay. Now, seriously, the relief that I felt, it was heavenly. I should have known that this was going to happen. I haven't run in the morning once during all of this training, so my system is like, well, of course we're going to do this to you. You haven't gotten us ready for this, you idiot. So I'm laying there, and my muscles are now hurting. And as this process ends, I'll spare you the gory details. But all you need to know, it took about 10 minutes. Now, at some point in there, it was great. It was great discomfort too. I'm not paying attention as to what's going on outside of the stall. But as the job is done, and I'm now walking out, there's another runner there who's having this, and he's been waiting there. I'm like, oh no. I'm like, dude, I am so sorry. Don't worry about it. I got to wash my hands. Get out of there. And then I'm like, okay, now I got to finish this thing. I'm 3 miles out. Let's just bring it home. You got to finish this race. I have to admit, in the back of my head, I was like, let's just get the hell out of here. Let's just wait for the cart to come pick you up. This is really going to hurt. I could tell because I'd stopped. My muscles had cooled. There was a puppy dog there, and I go, oh, who's this? They go, this is Macy. I go, hey, Macy. I'm like, oh, shit, I just want to sit here and pet this dog. I got to get the fuck out of here. I got to finish this race. Well, maybe Mike had problems, too. I start running. I see Josh again from Striders. I go, hey, buddy. And talk to him a little bit more. And I know Mike's miles ahead at this point. Past mile 11. Here come the marathoners. The marathoners started a half hour before the half marathoners. And I hear behind me a bell ringing and a whistle blowing. Marathon lead. He's lapping me. Morin might have lapped me. I don't know if I didn't. If he did, I didn't see him. Hey, look out there. I don't think he did, though. I didn't see him. So the marathon lead cruises by. And now at about this point, it was at about a mile and a half left that sudden sharp pain in my left knee, my right foot, my left glute, my right knee was also in pain, but not as bad as the left one. So I am actually running with a limp. And it was very sudden. I was like, oh my God, this is just brutal. I haven't felt this bad since the first time I ever did a marathon. And so, this all adds up because if you remember, I told you the longest distance I had run leading up to this half marathon was 11 miles. So just over 11 miles, my body's like, well, we didn't bargain for this. So here you go. Take this. Your body tries to get you to stop. It's going to, all those little tendons and things like that. They're like, yeah, there's too much inflammation. We're going to make you hurt now until you stop. So, of course, you can override that mind over matter, but it's going to suck. Now, prior to the race, Joe Pellerito says, oh, I saw him at pack and pickup. He goes, oh, you're going to kick my ass. Well, Joe comes clicking right by me. There he goes. And he goes, hey, buddy, how are you? I go, not too good, man. I'm not doing well. And Joe just, he's gone. So we're at about a mile left. And, I'm not kidding you. Little old ladies are passing me. It was that horrible. And I'm like, oh, man, I gotta cross the finish line. Now, the beautiful thing about this race is the last straightaway is a good half mile where you see the finish line, the big banner. It's on Winter in downtown Grand Rapids alongside of the Y. And it really, it's like an oasis. It pulls you in. It's like, oh, fuck, thank God. So and then I see it. Mike Ball is there shooting video of me as I am just limping my way in. He's finished. Now, I don't know how much prior he's finished to me, but that news came to me. As you see in the video, it's on Zaniac United of me approaching him, and then we have a conversation, and I told some of the details that I just told you now. But I go, what time did you get this done? I'm thinking, I don't know, hour 50, hour 55. And he goes, no, hour 39. I'm like, oh, my God. And so we did. He kind of led me in. Thank God he was there. And I crossed the finish line. And I'll tell you this right now. I am done. I am never, ever going to do anything like this again. I am as certain about this right now as I was back then. Usually a lot of times, like, I'm never doing this again. And then like a day later, you're like, I'll do it again. No, I'm done. I will never, ever do another thing like this. Somebody else is going to have to do this. I'll be the mouthpiece for it, but it's the discomfort and the pain I feel. There is nothing good about it. And I can't do the training anymore. If I do anything, it'll be 5K, fun run, walk, something like that. I'll volunteer and clap as you run by, but fuck this. I've put in 2008 is when I started doing these things. And I am, after this amount of time, no more. I am out. Now, all that's left is the timing. People had been placing the amount of time as to Mike would win by. And, well, let's go over who did what. And I had a feeling when Mike said that I have that he came through at an hour 39, which is lickety-split fast. Well done. Of course, when I was your age, I did it an hour 28, but no, I'm not even going to go there. No, I wasn't your age. That was like 10 years ago. I was younger. The glory days. I can't even imagine being at that point. It is such a pipe dream. All right. So I knew that I was about 40 minutes because he came through at an hour 39 and I came through at 2:19, which is remarkable. And so all these, I remember looking at the what people had thought Mike would win by, and I was scoffing when people put like 15 minutes. I was like, oh, there's no way he's going to win by that much. No way. Well, none of you, of all the people that put in times, I think there was one person who put like 2 hours down. Randy H. put down 2 hours. But pretty much everybody else was under 40 minutes. But I do remember seeing a entry showing up the day before from Andrea. And I thought, I bet she won. I will bet money that she is the closest. And I was right. She was 4 seconds off. 4 seconds off. Mike beat me by 40 minutes, 2 seconds. Andrea predicted 38 minutes, 58 seconds. That's actually not 2 seconds. That's 1 minute and, wait a minute, 1 minute and 4 seconds. 38:58. So that would be, 1 minute and 4 seconds. I thought it was 4 seconds. I called her yesterday. I go, you won by, you did it, and it was only 4 seconds off. It was actually 1 minute, 4 seconds. That is impressive. She wins the $300 prize. And disgustingly, her husband, he put down 36 minutes, 15 seconds. He wins second place, $200. And I said to her, I go, keep the money. Don't donate it back. The point of this was, that's why we did it. So that's a very thoughtful gesture, but I want to get out in front of this. Keep the money if you want it. Okay. And she goes, no, we're doing some upgrading to the house. We really need that. And I go, well, yeah, of course. Don't feel bad about that. I want you guys to keep money when you win it. Because that's what it's there for. It's you guys give so much. You really do. Just you being aware that the AT Children's Project is there. And if you ever do get to a point in your life, say, hey, I got a ton of money. I want to give it away to somebody. Just, whatever, then maybe then. So they have the first and second prize. And Kenny got the third prize. Kenny gets $100. Way to go, Kenny. Congratulations. So there you go. This is done. Now, the discomfort that I feel today, remember I said I parked a mile away. The idea that I had to get my bag and walk back to that car was, oh my God, what a horrible thought. And I'm just walking slowly. It hurt so damn bad. Oh my God. Now, I can't tell you that I'm, as soon as I recover from this after a few days, I'm still going to run and for fitness and things like that. And I will always encourage that. But it's just, to keep my heart and lungs and keep myself from getting diabetes. I'm not going to sit here and just become a fat asshole. Okay. But I am, any of these long distance things, it's just not in the cards. Walk, run. I'll do a 5K, maybe a 10K, but that is it. No more. I am officially out to pasture. I think actually I can run a 5K or a 10K pretty damn fast. Even right now. I think right now, after I healed up, I could still run between 23 and 24 minutes for a 5K. But for some reason, man, my body, it just really gives out on these long distances. Even the training leading up to it. Oh yeah, you just got to keep training. No, fuck that. I am not doing that anymore. Because then when I train, I'm wrecked for the rest of the day. So I am not interested in any of that going forward. And I still can't believe that people like Joe Moran do this. Put in 50 for the day. What type of fun is that? Running 50 miles. Oh, Daisy's trying to get in here. And I don't want to get up. I got to bring the Queen of the Forest in here. She's got the day off today. That's one of the things about being a substitute teacher like she is. When you're a substitute teacher, it's like a lottery every morning. Do I have to go to work or not? Queen of the Forest did not have to go to work this morning. I wonder if she's even up.
Hello.
Hey, you're up and around.
I am.
Are you enjoying your day off?
I am so far.
I have announced to this great group of people that I am never going to do this type of activity again.
That is a good thing.
I'm out. I have had it.
Yes.
I think
not worth it.
I think that if your brother raced me right now with his numb legs, he would be able to beat me in a race.
Oh boy. You still feeling terrible?
I feel a little better than yesterday, but still very bad. And yeah, it sucks. Can you let Daisy in? She is at the door barking.
She is?
Yeah.
Oh boy.
She is at the door.
I forgot to let her in when I got up.
That's all right.
She was snoring away when I got up.
And then you got up and she got off the bed. And now she has a fear of missing out.
Of course she does. She's terrible with that.
Okay.
And there's Benny with his baby sleeping on the pile of blankets again.
I love the fact that we have 4 dogs. I love them so much.
Okay, Daisy. Go on. Go join the group.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay.
Goodbye.
Okay, bye-bye.
Queen of the Forest. Whew. All right. Whoo-wee. A little bit uncomfortable. Sam says, well, you're not going to become fat anyway. I actually enjoy the thought, and I'm relishing in the thought of not having to do this, not having to spend this much time and expecting the discomfort from my knees and my hips. Yeah, oh, God. Just the uncomfortable feeling. Just that walk. That 1 mile walk back, that was absolutely horrible. And going up and down the steps, it's like, no, I don't want to do this anymore. It was fun while it lasted, and I'm glad to have done it for the reasons that we did it. And there will be other ways to do the same damn thing, but no way. Out. Out, out, out. All right. Aram says farewell to Mr. 10. Well, I don't know about that. I'm still going to lift weights and stuff like that. I mean, it's very important to do that, but I'm going to do this a little bit more sensibly. I'm not going to sit here and become a fat asshole, but I'm still going to eat like crazy. Eat like crazy. This is okay. When you get to my age, 51 years old, and right now, these are my goals. 1, don't get diabetes. Don't become diabetic. And I talked to buyers, and buyers said, as long as you stay active, you will not. So, all right, there's that. And it's very important that I don't become diabetic because the number one problem for people with one kidney is diabetes. So this is very, very important. Something else happened that was quite magical. The day before, I heard from the tarantula farmer. He said, hey, my whole group, he had a huge gaggle of people that were going to be at paintball. Now, we had, not the biggest crowd, but enough for a paintball war on Sunday night after the half marathon. But his group, they had a positive COVID test, so no one, they were canceling. So that put a real problem in place with our numbers for the paintball war. So I reach out to Rick and I go, hey, buddy, just FYI, this is what's up. And he goes, okay, well, We're still going to be pretty busy at the paintball facility. Let's just punt on the paintball party, and we will revisit it in a few weeks. And I go, are you sure? We'll have this number of people. Maybe we could just. And he goes, no, I'd rather. No, it'll work out better. And besides, you've got your marathon, your half marathon. It'll probably be better. And I'm like, no, well, that's not going to be a problem because I'm going to destroy Mike, and I won't have any problem after. I'll be feeling great. Man, thank God for a positive COVID test, which led to the cancellation of the paintball war. Because, let me put it to you this way. First of all, I wouldn't have played. Even though everybody told me, you're not going to play. I was like, yeah, I will. Everybody knows me more than I know me. Just getting in the car and getting to there would have been an absolute nightmare. Because yesterday, after I got home, even the smallest things seemed like a major ordeal. As I'd pull in the driveway, I go, oh, my God. Before I can get in the shower and then get in bed, I have to let the dogs out. Okay. I put these dogs on a leash. And sure as shit, as I'm leading them down these steps in the backyard, O'Neill and Bruce see something, a squirrel or something, and they start tugging. And I'm telling you, man, I was so close to falling like fucking Fidel Castro. Whammo! The fall of communism. Remember that clip when Fidel Castro fell? It was one of the greatest things I've ever seen. Fidel Castro, fall of communism. Let's see if I can get that for you. We can watch together. I'll have to link it up. Sorry. Anyway, he fell down the steps. It was incredible. One of the first viral videos, Fidel Castro's fall of communism. Right on his face. That would have been me. Thank God that was done. And then once I got them back inside, I was like, okay, I'm done. And I went upstairs. The shower was incredible. But then even just standing there in the shower, I wanted to sit in the shower. It was that uncomfortable. And then I shuffle off to the bed. And then after sleeping for a couple hours and then getting up after everything kind of settles down, and it's like I took 2 Tylenol. I can't take ibuprofen. I can't take ibuprofen. I can't even say it. I can't take ibuprofen. So I take Tylenol, which doesn't work as well for me, but I take it. You're like, why can't you take ibuprofen? It's because if you have one kidney, you can't. It stresses your kidneys, and they don't like that because if you only have one, that's a problem. So you got to take Tylenol. It's processed by your liver. So it kind of barely works. Daisy, quit it. Hey. So I'm laying there, and then it's time to get up after a couple hours. I'm like, oh, my God, this pain. Just getting to paintball would have been, so bad. So thank God this is charity hurts. Enough. No more. I am putting my foot down. I've given enough. I am no longer giving any more of my body away. Okay? I am America's most giving soul, and humble too. Adam wrote, more charity, less anal. What the hell? No, I am giving nothing else away. I'm no longer giving away body parts, time, days of pain. No, absolutely not. If anybody asks me to participate in any of this, no, I'm going to say, fuck you. Fuck you and fuck everybody else too. Say no to physical feats of strength for charity. No, I will give you $5. That's all I'm going to do. No more. I'm out. I am out of the game. I've got a tattoo, 1 kidney, and I'm sore as hell. Holy shit. I'm just kidding. It's all been great. I've loved it. I'm going to link up a couple of shows that I'm going to be appearing on. Well, one that I did appear on. Who Are These Podcasts? Did that show with Carl on Friday, and Drew Lane from the Drew and Mike show showed up. I even heard Mark's voice in there. It was, and producer Steve was in there. My God, it was great. Who Are These Podcasts? I'm sorry, producer Chris. I said producer Steve. I got him mixed up with Dr. Steve. Producer Chris. Jesus, what an idiot. Who Are These Podcasts? WhoareThese.com, and I'll link it up. It was a good time. If you like hearing me on other shows, it was on Who Are These Podcasts. It was awesome. I'll link it up. And then today, I'm going to be on The Creep Off once again, second time in 3 weeks. Me and Vinny Paulino. The format of this show is the two people that are doing it. Usually it's Carl and Vinny. They each present a creep. A very horrible individual who's done something terrible, and you make a case for this person being the biggest creep of the two, and then afterwards you vote as to who is the biggest creep. Carl is on vacation, so I'm filling in for him on this week's Creep Off with Vinny Paulino. I'll link that up. Okay, very good. So thanks for being part of this show. My God, it is not done when this one is done. Patreon.com/Eric Zane. I will have a story about Jonah Hill is hurt by compliments. Jonah Hill annoys the shit out of me. I don't know. Something about this guy. But anyway, I'll be talking about that on the Patreon. Patreon. Patreon.com/Eric Zane. Eric Zane, all one word. And the open and the live stream of this show. Wow, 51 minutes. 51 after. I started a little late today. So anyway, open and live stream of the show. Brought to you by these sponsors. First of all, A&E Heating and Cooling. Frost is on the pumpkin here in beautiful West Michigan. Chilly in the morning. It's time to get the furnace tuned up. Okay. I have a very old furnace in the house. It's just one that I started with, or when this house was built in 1995. It's the only furnace that's been in this house. It's not going to last forever. If you get it checked every year, they have the ability to say, "Yep, you've got some life left in this." It's and the way they do that. Hold on a second. Hey, knock it off! These dogs. You can't hear it, but I can, and it's driving me nuts. Daisy is actually licking Bruce's dick. Stop it. It's making a horrible, disgusting noise. I can't take it. Yeah, hey, I'm doing a podcast, and there's dog dick licking going on. Hold on a second. I got to break this up. Knock it the fuck off. Come here. Come here. Get up here. Get up here. Stay there. You stay back. Hey, what's interrupting the podcast? A dog's getting his dick licked. And then she gets down. What the fuck? I might have to have Dinah come get them. If that happens again, that's it. I got a short fuse today. I don't want to be sitting doing the podcast and there's dog dick licking going on. Jesus. Where was I? So this furnace is old. Joe and his crew checked it out, cleaned it up. I go, how much left have they got? Well, look, you're still at 89% efficiency. That's not bad at all. We've got this thing tuned and cleaned and running well. So this has still got some life in it. When we'll know, because I can actually tell you, well, these values looking pretty shitty. This thing is not in good shape. You need to replace it. Okay, that's how it works. I know that because they tuned it up. They cleaned it and tuned it up every year. Every year at about this time, you should do this. And I would love you to do it by reaching out, call or text A&E Heating and Cooling in West Michigan. 616-516-8579. 616-516-8579. When they do install a furnace for you, they utilize or they install the Comfort Maker brand of furnaces. Blue Frost IT, the managed IT service provider for this show, specializing in managed work, project work, and spot fixes. What are spot fixes? Well, let's say you're working from home. You know, your boss is like, we figured out in this pandemic that we don't even need you to come in. You guys work from home. Well, your tech is going to, if you have an issue, you don't want to be, what the fuck do I do now? Reach out to Blue Frost IT, 616-200-8550. For anything concerning that. If you have a small or medium-sized business and you're like, it's time to upgrade the tech, this is what you do. You sit down with Alan and get a complimentary consultation. He's going to ask you some important questions about what you do in your business to get a little map of what needs to happen. And then he's going to take care of everything for you. Isn't that nice? And you should do this, because if you're the type of person that's like, I don't know shit about tech, I guess we need new computers. I go to Amazon and buy some shit. You don't know what you're buying. You could be paying for stuff that you don't even need. Okay. Do it this way, please. 616-200-8550. Blue Frost IT. And then, of course, there's Mario, the Mario Flores Lakeshore team of Van Dyke Mortgage. This is one of my sponsors that no matter where you are in the U.S., you can take advantage of him. Take advantage of what he offers, and that is mortgages. 231-332-6505. Now, he cannot get you a mortgage if you are in South Carolina, Maine, Alaska, and Hawaii, but he has people in those states that he can direct you to, and he will do that. So if your starting point is reach out to Mario like I asked you to, and hopefully you will when you do need this type of service, that's great. And please mention me along the way, as I encourage for every single one of the sponsors on this show. The Mario Flores Lakeshore team of Van Dyke Mortgage, 231-332-6505. NMLS number 3035. You got to say that, Eric. All right. Okay. Little sports news going on. First of all, I'm really into college football this year. And a massive upset. Holy shit. This is one of those weeks where a lot of teams had byes, like Michigan had the week off. And Michigan State, they ended up, who did they beat? They beat Indiana. Indiana was good last year. This year, it's hit or miss. But Michigan State ended up winning that game. That's good for them. And now what this sets up is, if Michigan, now this coming week, Michigan State has a weekend off, and Michigan plays Northwestern. I think they host Northwestern. Are they playing at Northwestern? It isn't going to matter. Northwestern stinks, I think. Michigan football schedule. They are at home. Michigan is at home against Northwestern. They should handle them no problem. They should blow those fuckers out. Now, what that sets up is a meeting between Michigan and Michigan State. And in the coaches poll, I'm pretty sure they're 6-7 as of right now. So that is incredible. That is who knew that Michigan and Michigan State as of right now would be 6-7. Michigan moved up one this weekend somehow, and they moved up one because there was some shifting in the top 10. And Michigan State moved up 2. And so, my God, look at this. First of all, Georgia's still at the top spot. Oklahoma leapfrogs Cincinnati. They're second in the nation. Cincinnati, I don't count on Cincinnati being there when it's all said and done. No way. It's still Cincinnati. Alabama up to 4. Alabama will be there when it's all said and done. In fact, I will say this. Alabama will be in the championship game. Then you got the Big Ten. 5, 6, 7, 8. Ohio State, Michigan, Michigan State, Penn State. My God, where's Iowa? Well, they got fucking beat by Purdue, you assholes. How the fuck? What? You idiots. How did you manage that, you dumb dicks? These stupid bastards were number 2 in the nation and in the driver's seat, and they fucked it all up by losing to Purdue. Holy shit. They dropped 9. Fuck you. They should drop all the way out of the top 25. What a bunch of dicks. Oklahoma State's up. They come back against Texas. They're 6-0. So you got 1, 2. Let's see. Who's undefeated? Georgia, Oklahoma, Cincinnati, Michigan, Michigan State. Honestly, Michigan, I don't know. I tell you what, Michigan's got both those teams. My God, they are on a collision course. This is going to be like a marquee game when those two teams meet, provided Michigan doesn't fuck it up against Northwestern. That's awesome. I love that shit. I love it when the teams in the state do well. It makes for great drama. There's so much more drama in college football than there is in the pros. Okay, really, seriously. Meanwhile, oh my God. Lions. I love talking about the Lions. And they're now 0-6. And I'm looking ahead of the schedule. And first of all, they got shellacked by Cincinnati, the Bengals. I knew that was going to happen. Cincinnati's been playing very well. They're a little bit inconsistent, but they're still pretty damn good. Joe Burrow, the quarterback, is a stud. And the Cincinnati Bengals beat the shit out of the Lions. I don't even remember the score. Was it 34-11 or something like that? It was bad. Jesus. The Lions, what can you say? They go into this game with the players that they have on the Lions are shitty. Most of them are shitty players. And the shitty players are injured. And they've been replaced by super shitty players. Okay? And it was bad when the week before, when the coach, Dan Campbell, I love this guy so much, he says, we're going to simplify the playbook. Okay, so, it's not exactly, a Bill Belichick offense to begin with. And, and then they have to simplify it. So, an already weak playbook with terrible players is now going to be made weaker with more terrible players. Oh, boy. But still, at the half, they're only down 10-0. But it's coming. It's coming. And it did. It was just gruesome. Oh. I don't even like to sit there. Like I've said before, it's not like you can sit there and even though, everybody's like, well, we expect the fact that Simonson was like, oh yeah, I still find this to be one of the most ridiculous things in the world. He said at the start of the season that Jared Goff and the Lions would win more games than Matt Stafford and the Rams. It's like, think about how, don't you, when you have the quiet moments when you're laying in bed before you go nighty-night, Bill, don't you suddenly feel like unbelievably feeble in your thoughts that you would even suggest something? No one in the world believed that. You're the only one that believed that. You would tell that silliness to people like Lomas Brown and Dan Miller and Mike O'Hara from the Free Press with Lions beat writer, whatever the hell he is, and they all went, "What are you doing? What? How can you possibly say such a thing?" My God. So now the only thing that is really left to question is, will they or will they not lose all their games? This is a very real possibility that they will lose all of their games. Okay? The fact that they drafted their number one pick this year, who on paper looks fantastic, but kind of looking through the lens of now, you can kind of understand why Penei Sewell is having, a year where he's being criticized. And I don't think that that's quite fair yet to do that to this guy, because You have this man who's an enormous human being. He's one of the biggest guys in the NFL, and he's only like 20, Penei Sewell. And he played his football season, his career in Oregon with not that many games because he left after like 2 years. And then he actually opted out the most recent college football season prior to this year because of COVID. So he didn't play anything. So you got a guy, you draft him, and young, and hadn't played a lot of football, and then you immediately take him away from the position. You draft a guy who is a left tackle, and you move him to right tackle. And, okay, so that's a little weird. But we didn't think that at the time. We just thought we're getting a big stud player. He'll figure it out. And so he spends the entire training camp at right tackle. And then the starting left tackle, Taylor Decker, he gets hurt. He's done for the year. So they end up moving Sewell back at the start of the year over there. I think he's done for the year. Isn't he done for the year? I don't know. Frank Ragnow, the center, I think he's done for the year. All these players who suck, well, those guys don't suck, but a lot of the players who do suck are done for the year. This is fucking horrible. Absolutely shitty. They play at the Rams. Matt Stafford next week, who you know is going to be pissed off, and he's going to be because of the fact that the Lions, I don't know how pissed off he's going to be. He'll probably actually be pretty happy. But that's going to be ugly. And then the only other games they have a chance of winning are Philadelphia in Detroit, Vikings in Detroit, Bears in Detroit, and Falcons on the road. I predicted they would win 4 games this year. They would have to go 4-7 on the year to hit that, which would be a hell of a turnaround. But that's just ridiculous to say. 4-7 for the rest of the year, and that would be a huge turnaround. Oh, my God. Otherwise, they're going to lose all their fucking games and be 0-17 the first year that they go to 17. They haven't won since December 6th of last year. They've lost 10 games in a row now. Fuck. A player for the Cincinnati Bengals. Let's see. What's his name? Doesn't matter. Some guy for the Cincinnati Bengals. I was reading this beforehand. He went online and said places near the stadium that I should eat at. He went to like Twitter, and Twitter said, you need to go to this place called Mom's Spaghetti. And that's the M&M restaurant. So dude he was an offensive lineman, I forget his name, for the Bengals, and he ate the Mom's Spaghetti. And he's a big dude, so he probably ate a lot of it. And at halftime, he shows up, he's on the field, there's like first play from scrimmage, and then all of a sudden he barfs up Mom's Spaghetti on the field. So that's like hilarious, you know? Isn't that the lyric? There's vomit on his sweater already, Mom's Spaghetti. The fucking guy threw up Mom's Spaghetti onto the field. And, you know, he's an offensive lineman, so he probably ate all of Mom's Spaghetti. So then he's got 30 pounds of Mom's Spaghetti, and then for some reason he gets sick and barfs it all up onto the field, goes flying through the face mask of the helmet, all onto the field. Oh, my God. Jesus. Horrible. All right. Speaking of gross, yesterday or on Friday, I was doing the show and I actually had to walk away to let O'Neill out. Remember that? You guys are like, go let him out. He was in here, and when he has to go, he's going to let me know. And he talks. So I actually had to get up, the silence on the podcast. I played some music, hoping it would loop around. It didn't. So I get up and I leave, and he goes outside, and he has he's having problems. So, all right, bring him back in, finish the show. Later on in the day, I'm doing Who Are These Podcasts? Same deal. Now, on Who Are These Podcasts, there's no video element to it, but it is live. It's live on Discord, and we're recording. So, and I don't have the luxury of saying, hey, Carl, I'll be right back. I'm having an issue with something. Because now normally I would, because he usually has someone else on there with me and Carl, and like maybe it's Andy or producer Chris or something like that. I don't have that luxury. So I'm like, well, I gotta get, I mean, O'Neill is sitting here and he's freaking out, and he's really freaking out. And he's talking up a storm. He's like, I gotta take a shit. Let me out. He's really freaking out. I'm like, oh my God. Well, all right. Maybe he needs water or something. I'm holding out hope, but in my heart of hearts, I know there's trouble. So I open this door and I come running back, and he's none the wiser, Carl. So we finish. The show goes on. It's like a 2-hour show. We do the show. Okay, great. Done. I come back, and Diana is home from school, I guess. I think that's what happened. She's in bed. She's taking a nap. I go, hey, what's up? Oh, my God, how was school? Good. Okay, great. So I go walking down the steps, and at about the same time, my brother-in-law, the NFK, is tromping through the house. And I hear, Eric, shit, fuck, Eric, constantly swearing. And so that's weird. And as I march down the steps, and he is meeting me near the bottom of the steps, someone's got the shits. And I go, and I'm thinking, oh, well, is it you? Are you telling me? Are you getting ready to fire off the Bush Beer shit cannon? Bush Beer shit howitzer? I mean, and then I'm like, oh, no, he's telling me that a dog has the shits, and a dog has shit somewhere. And I go, oh, okay. And it all makes sense. And he points to a spot. He goes, I think it was Bruce. And I'm like, I don't think it was. I go, I think it was, the puzzle pieces are fitting. And I go, okay, thank you. I'm on it. And, okay, if you're eating, this is, I mean, I'm usually pretty gross every podcast, but this is horrible. O'Neill, when I let him out of here, he made his way to any spot he could find, poor guy. And it happened. It was like me 2 days later at the half marathon, except O'Neill's not on a toilet. He is using my rug. And I'm like, why can't you go on a hard surface? Why does it have to be? And another perfect example why I need Bennett flooring to replace every stitch of carpet. I mean, it is, what a sick thing. If you have a pet, rip out all the carpeting. Just do it, because your house will be that much more clean. Okay? This dump has absolutely zero solid components to it. It is like if you were making pancakes and you just put it right on the pan, and then you shut the heat off and just let it sit there. It's like putting pancake batter on a pan with no heat. Okay? That's what he did. So there are these deep brown, grayish type of chocolate pancakes all over the carpet. And I'm like, my God, look at this. Look at this. It was so bad that we have a carpet extractor that puts a ton of disinfecting chemicals on it, and then pulls up anything into the recovery chamber, and then you throw it out. I am considering now, after this process of cleaning the rugs, of just throwing the equipment out because of the amount of material that has just gone through it. I mean, it's just ridiculous. And so, I mean, it was horrible. So we're talking about that whole process taking a great deal of time. And then after it's done, then rinsing the machine out, and then again doing it again with just water to rinse all of it, and then one more time with more disinfectant, rinsing the machine out appropriately every time. It's horrible. It's like it's reasonable to just light the house on fire when something like this happens. It's that fucked up. And I'm like, holy shit. This is all Friday. I do a thorough job cleaning this. By Saturday, I'm building a piece of furniture that we need in the room. And Diana is standing over where the cleaning job was. And then she goes, smells like shit here. I go, yeah, I think it's never leaving. The intensity of what was introduced to the carpet is, that scene from fucking Shawshank Redemption where Andy is going through the prison sewer system to get to freedom. It's got to be like that. It's that intense. So despite all of that cleaning, it's like we didn't even do anything. So I'm like, I don't know what to tell you, man. So that was a complete, utter catastrophe. Oh, my God. So now we're the house that, every time you go in, is like candles. But we've got one of those, what is it? You put like essential oils into this like nebulizer. And then it shoots out like...
Almost 90% of women have cellulite. And guess what? It's not their fault. We don't choose cellulite, but we can choose a different way to treat it. Meet Quo, collagenase Clostridium histolyticum, AAES, the first and only FDA-approved prescription injectable for moderate to severe cellulite in the buttocks of adult women. This non-surgical treatment is injected by an aesthetic specialist in 10 minutes or less. Individual results may vary. Do not receive if you are allergic to any collagenase or ingredients in Quo, or have an infection at the treatment site. May cause serious side effects, allergic reactions including anaphylaxis, and injection site bruising. Seek medical help right away for any signs of allergic hypersensitivity. Tell your doctor about all your medical conditions if you have a bleeding condition or take medicine that prevents clotting. Most common side effects include bruising, pain, hardness, itching, redness, discoloration, swelling, and warmth at the injection site. Ask your doctor about all possible side effects and for product information. If you're ready to get to the bottom of your cellulite, learn more and find a specialist at quo.com.
Like ions of like space ion lilacs. And it's like, it doesn't do anything. You got the candle smell and space nebulizer lilacs and shit. Fuck me. Absolutely horrible. Back to the drawing board, I guess. All right. It's the indoor growing season. If you have a hobby of growing cannabis, there is a right way and a wrong way to do it. I can save you a lot of trouble. You can save yourself a lot of trouble if you reach out to the pros at Horizon Hydroponics. Everything you need for your indoor growing season. HORIZEN, hydroponics.com. Get it? Horizon Hydroponics. And, they have 4 brick and mortar locations. One on Alpine in Grand Rapids, Byron Center near Grand Rapids, and then Lansing and Kalamazoo, Michigan. But if you want to order online from anywhere in the U.S., you can. Now, if your order is $250 and more, which I'll be honest with you, it's pretty easy to get above $250. Some of the stuff's pretty pricey. Doesn't matter where you buy it. But orders $250 and more are shipped anywhere in the U.S. for free. And when you buy online, use the coupon code ZaneShow at checkout. You will save 10%. And that is good if you buy it online and then pick it up. You can do that too. You can If you can pick it up, you can spend under $100, $250, and then that's fine too because you're picking it up. But the 10% off remains in effect. HorizonHydroponics.com. Dumpster divers will be dropping a dumpster off at the Eric Zane Show podcast house in the driveway. I should probably roll up the carpet and throw it in there. If you're having one of those great purge moments where you just get that shit out of here, I am so sick of seeing this. Do it by ordering a dumpster diver's dumpster delivered to your home. They are unlike the other dumpsters. They're not like low-walled. They're high-walled, and they don't occupy a ton of space. They're short, but they occupy the same amount. They have the same capacity of that big, long, ugly dumpster that's in your neighbor's driveway. And this one is cheaper. You get it. It's beautiful, baby blue. Whoever heard of a beautiful dumpster? But they really are. And then you open up a door and then just fill that fucker full of whatever. You close it. They pick it up. There's a spot that says, don't go higher than this line. And then that's all you do. They pick that thing up, and then you're in business. You'll pay less for a dumpster diver's dumpster. Call or text Kyle or Not Black Emilio, 616-375-9962. That's call or text. And we're getting to the point of the season when not as many people are renting dumpsters, so they're making me point out that they also do junk removal. They will remove the junk for you. They pull up, and then you say, get rid of that, and then they do it for you. Call or text for an estimate. And they even do demolition work. Yeah, man, this is what I'm doing to this room. I want all the carpet ripped up because my dog shit on the floor, and I want the drywall out because the dog shit smell is soaked into the drywall. I want you to rip all this shit out and get it out of here. Okay. Call or text for an estimate. 616-375-9962. While I'm at it, Irvine's Auto Repair, Grand Rapids Hybrid and EV. Get your car repaired there. This is a business in West Michigan. So, if you're way far out, this isn't going to help you. Just know that they're great. But if you are in West Michigan, even if you have to travel a little ways, there's something about going to a trusted source to getting your car repaired. 616-532-6600 for Irvine's Auto Repair, Grand Rapids Hybrid and EV. They are spectacular over there. Servicing Asian, European, and domestic automobiles, but the only thing that they will not work on are Volkswagens. Thank you, Irvine's Auto Repair, Grand Rapids Hybrid, and EV. The Duchess says, I have vinyl planks. They are awesome, easy to install. Yeah, I'm with you. I'm with you on that one. Hello to Jerry Corbett. What up? Cardiff Electric in the house. Hashtag unblock Cardiff. Of course. Kent, who sells flooring, says hardwood is overrated and too expensive. Plus, upkeep sucks. Get a good vinyl plank or a Rev Wood by Mohawk if you insist on laminate. Some good discussion on flooring. Sarah Rook-Ruck-Roosh says, the thing shooting essential oils is a diffuser, Eric. Well, whatever it is, I like the smell of it, but I don't like it blending in with the shit carpet smell. Let's see. Kent says, it may be out of the carpet, but without a vapor barrier pad, it's going to be in the padding and keep coming back. Oh, my God. Holy shit. Terrible. It's in the padding, man. Bad news. Rob says these stories bringing down the value of your house by tens of thousands of dollars each year. Shut up. Adam says, yeah, but man, I think these hard surfaces are very hard on the dog's paws, knees, and hips. Yeah, dude, look, they're always on a couch. These dogs have it made. O'Neill is in his own chair off camera. Bruce and Daisy after the dick licking ordeal are now just asleep on their own couch. The furniture we buy for the house is just for the dogs. Trust me, these dogs are going to break records for lifespan. This made me laugh. I guess it's a callback to, because the dog shit is in the padding, it's in your paws. Thank you, Kenny. On the couch, except when shitting on the carpet. Fucking disgusting. All right. Dog the Bounty Hunter is back. Okay. You see it. I'm sharing the screen. Dog the Bounty Hunter gives terrifying warning to Brian Laundrie, but says he'll take him alive and won't kill him. Dog, you're not doing anything. How would you like to be the actual law enforcement community working on this case, and this fucking goof shows up with fucking roach clip feathers in his hair, the stupid mullet, leather skin that's bright red. In this particular moment, I'll share it with you. He gets enraged. Check this out.
So, Brian? Let me have you, Brian!
Look at him.
What did you do? You're living it every night, aren't you, boy?
Fucking asshole.
Turn yourself in, Brian. Once in your life, be a man.
Wow. Look at him. Puts his glasses back on. This is so stupid. Oh, my God. This guy is a piece of work. Dog the Bounty Hunter.
Let me have you, Brian.
The look on his face. He very, very calmly pulls the stupid glasses back. So, Brian.
Let me have you, Brian. So, Brian. Let me have you, Brian.
What the? Didn't he get hurt or something like that? Didn't we just talk about that? What did you do?
You're living it every night, aren't you, boy?
Come on.
Turn yourself.
All right. I've about had enough of this guy. He sounds like he's trying out for 1980s WWF. Yeah, this is great.
Let me have you, Brian.
Let me have you, Brian. Yeah, and just that line alone. Let me have you, Brian? Is that what this is about? You want to be the one to have him or bring him to justice? Somehow he's made this about him, Dog the Bounty Hunter. Okay? He's made this into a fucking a sideshow. At the end of the day, we got a dead girl, strangled to death, homicide, and this idiot somehow has managed to stay hidden, and this fucking clown comes out of the woodwork and tries to make himself relevant somehow. Didn't he suspend his looking for him? Wasn't that announced? We just talked about it. Yeah, I have a foot injury. So now instead of me going out and looking for you, I want him to let me have you, Brian.
Let me have you, Brian. In, Brian. Once in your life, be a man.
Can hear those Blue Jays in the background. I love Blue Jays. What a sick, twisted asshole. My God. There's a story going around about America's Got Talent Extreme. Ooh, boy, this is rough. I don't have audio of this, but there is video going around on TMZ. And Not for the faint of heart on this one. I'm not going to lie to you. This is a rough thing. So on this show, America's Got Talent Extreme, usual fare with the host watching these, I guess, extreme stunts or shit like that, and in a recording of it, just the other day, this Jonathan Goodwin guy is going to do a stunt where he is suspended above the ground by, 80 feet, 90, it might even been even more. And he's in a straitjacket, and there's two cars, and the cars are like suspended, and then they release them, and the cars swing almost like a pendulum, and he's in between them. So the cars are totally going towards him, and then they the way the stunt goes, they're going to lift him up just as the cars collide. As far as I can tell, you're going to see this. I'm going to show it to you. It's gruesome, but the tether that's holding him by his feet over where the impact of the cars is happening breaks, and he falls at precisely the exact time that those cars come together, and he gets smashed by the cars, which, to make it even worse, are designed to explode. Holy shit. Now, I don't know ultimately what was going to happen there. If it was just going to, he was going to be held by the tether while he gets out and then the fire rages below him. I'm not sure, but that's all out the window because the rope broke. And holy shit, you have got to see this. Now, again, if you don't like this type of shit, now he's not dead yet. But because then, this is remarkable that he lived. He then fell. He emerges from the ball of flames and falls all that distance and lands on his head. And you're thinking, well, this guy's dead, right? He was smashed, then burnt to a crisp, then fell 8 stories on his head. No, he's alive. Watch this. Oops. Here it comes. You see those cars? See, that's him. And they look at whammo. What? Again, here he is in the middle. You got one car there. Simon Cowell, the whole group, Terry Crews. Yikes. The camera moves away. One more close-up of gruesomeness. There he is, suspended. I guess that's not 8 stories. It's probably about at least 30, 40 feet, though. Right? He was supposed to land, though, on this pad, but he doesn't. That inflatable thing. He doesn't land on the inflatable. He falls down. So that's just like the worst thing you've ever seen in your life, right? Ooh. And, all right. Everybody saw it, and they're like, holy shit, we can't believe what we just saw. Stunt gone wrong. Every bit as shocking as it sounded. Rushed to the hospital in critical condition. He's a professional daredevil, so he's done this shit for a long time. But the whole thing went south. Unresponsive at first. Everybody on the set thought he was dead, but he came to. Airlifted to a nearby hospital, underwent surgery, taken to a trauma unit. Condition unclear. NBC confirmed the seriousness, offered their the usual thoughts and prayers, blah, blah, blah. A longtime stuntman and escape artist. Having appeared on the regular version of AGT with death-defying stunts prior to his migration to this spinoff. So, yeah, America's Got Talent Extreme is, I'm guessing, short-lived. Might want to rethink it. All right. Moving on. It was a weekend of limo work. One particular ride that I was telling you about, I mentioned it, that I did it Saturday night. Probably a poor decision because I got in late from my big crash and burn the next day at the marathon. I don't think that changed anything. Just made me a little bit groggy. This one, here's the thing. I am learning quickly that all weddings, when you are a chauffeur and you pick up your passengers, it's always the same. Always. It's always guaranteed to go like this. If you have a wedding party pickup where you're picking up a bride and groom as they are, we're sending them off, canopy of love, sparklers, get in the limo, and go off to your honeymoon. You know, it's supposed to be a certain way, and it never ever works out. Now, as I get there to this event, I've got this couple has booked it for 2 hours. Me. I get there at 10. Typically, you get there, and for an hour and a half, you just sit there and do nothing. They want you there early, though. And the way it always works is you get there early, and then you just wait. So I'm sitting there watching everybody dance, and then I hear, okay, last dance. And sure enough, it's a great event. They're singing, playing, sing us a song. You're the piano man. Everybody's singing it, gathered around the bride and groom. This has become a tradition. I don't know if you know this. It's a thing now. This is the song that you sing. Young people, when they get married, they bust out the Billy Joel Piano Man. And everybody gets around the bride and groom, and then they lift them up, like on their shoulders. So the bride and groom this is it. This is the big finale. And the photographer is getting all these pictures and stuff like that, and everybody's having a great time. By the way, if you or someone you know is getting married, recommend that they get a wedding planner. Pay for it. I don't care if you have to get a second mortgage on your home. Get a wedding planner. You have to do this because they take care of everything, and they're like a program director for the wedding. They're the fucking boss. You stay here. They're ordering the photographer, talking to the DJ, talking to the banquet hall operator. I mean, she is always the chick, or a gay man. She or he is in charge. You must do this. If you don't have a wedding planner, you're making a huge mistake. Okay? If you want to have fun at your wedding, hire a wedding planner, because the bride and groom, all they want to do is get hammered, say hi to their friends and family, do the Piano Man song, shower of sparklers, get in the limo, get the fuck out of there. This couple gets in the limo, but it never is just drive away. It's always get out of the limo and start giving hugs. So I was like, well, no, wait a minute here. You're fucking this all up. If you had a wedding planner, this would all been taken care of. You say your hugs ahead of time, or do your hugs, say your goodbyes, and then you get in the car, and then you just stomp on the gas as fast as you can and get the hell out of there. Drive across the lawn, get out, or you're never going to leave. Not everybody does wedding planners, though. In fact, I haven't discovered that many. People do it on the cheap, and then this happens. And then Eric has to pay the price. So I'm always smiling. If I'm working for tips, you better fucking be smiling. If I have any look on my face like, oh, fuck, I'm waiting, they're going to read that, and they're going to hate your guts. So everything is no problem. No problem. So I got dad of the bride, and he's gathering up the suitcases because these folks are going to a hotel, and then the next day they're going off on their honeymoon. And I can see him gathering up suitcases, so I know what's up. I go, excuse me, these are for our bride and groom, right? He goes, yeah. I go, well, I'm your guy. Let me load all these in the car for you. He goes, oh my God, that's great. I go, of course, you know. Get all that shit. So after a good start, sing us a song. You're the piano man. I look. There's great shots by the photographer. This is going perfectly. And I'm looking around for a wedding planner. I'm like, God, please tell me there's a wedding planner here so we can get the fuck out of here. And I talked to somebody in the know. I go, so where is the wedding planner? Oh, they don't have one. I go, oh no, God, shit. So wedding planner is gonna keep this moving. It comes time to do our send off, and sure as shit, man, she gets in, he gets in, he goes out the other side of the limo because he's forgotten something. So if you had a wedding planner, this wouldn't be happening. And he runs off to another parking lot to go get something, and then it's in someone else's car, so he's trying to hit the alarm to find out who's beep, 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 beep. He can't find it, so he goes to another parking lot. Meanwhile, the bride is out now. I mean, it's supposed to be get in, it's sparklers, then you drive away. You know, it's like It's like horse and carriage. The pumpkin is going, or the limo's going to turn to a pumpkin in an hour. So let's go. No. We're out giving hugs, and people are having cigarettes now, and with the bride as the groom's looking for his fucking bag, and so then finally he gets what he needs. She's like, okay, bye, and then she gets it. Oh my God, where's my phone? Where's my phone at? Where's my phone? I'm like, we have to go open the fucking trunk up, looking through it. I can't find my phone. Somebody need my phone. So all the groomsmen and the bridesmaids are scanning the inside of the banquet hall for the fucking phone. And where's the phone? She's got it the whole fucking time. I'm like, and I'm there. I am going to ha, no problem. Hey, it's good. No worries. Hey, no problem. And so they fucking find the phone, and then they all get in, say their goodbyes again. Oh my God, I forgot my garment bag. A groom gets out. He's got to get his garment bag for his tux. He wanders away like 10 minutes. I couldn't find it. And then she's like, where's my makeup bag? So she gets out again, looking in the trunk. And I'm like, and it's there. Everything's there. And so a 10 p.m. arrival leads to an 11:30 p.m. departure. And I'm smiling. They tip very well. Nothing but accommodating. When you're working for tips, it's all good. Everything's great. I have done these, though, where I've done that and gotten stiffed. It's happened very rarely, but it has happened. I don't want to make it seem like I'm constantly getting stiffed. I'm not. They take care of you. But, so then they go, we are starving. And I go, let's eat. Where do you want to go? We want McDonald's. Well, of course. I don't blame you. Let's do it. Start driving. I'm in the sticks, okay? I'm in the middle of nowhere. McDonald's along the way. They all say closing soon. I go, well, maybe we'll catch them. Maybe it's midnight that they happen. I pull into this one. It's 11:45. Golden, closed. Fuck. Go to the next one. Sure enough, closed. I go, we got Burger King. And the guy goes, yeah, Burger King. The groom. And I hear, I hate Burger King. Fuck. No problem. We're going to find you a McDonald's, my dear, no matter what. We're driving a little bit down the road, getting ready to go back onto the freeway, and I see the Arby's sign. I go, McDonald's, yes, but Arby's? And he goes, I love Arby's. And he goes, you love Arby's, don't you? And he's just hoping and praying she says yes. And it's like, well, shit, you got to know whether she does. You're getting married to her. Sure enough, first of all, you should have known she hates Burger King. Second of all, you should know that she loves or doesn't love Arby's. She's like, Arby's is fine. I'll have the curly fries. All right, man. So we put this limo in there now. Arby's is pretty fast, but it's not McDonald's fast. And, we got one guy at the window, two people at the squawker, and then me. Guy at the squawker and the guy behind him aren't moving, so we're not moving. And then I see guy who's at the window, he gets his food. All of a sudden, guy at squawker is talking. This is a prime indicator there's one guy in there. A lot of time has passed from guy at the window moving on to squawker guy talking. And groom goes, boy, they gotta unhook the trailer here. What's going on? I go, yeah, they're probably understaffed. Sure as shit, man. This all takes place. I order the food. This is significant time. It's 20 minutes. Get to the window, and I'm like, keep smiling, Eric. Nothing's a problem, and do not make it seem like you're in any way impatient to these poor people working. And sure enough, there's a sign there. These poor people at Arby's have been put through the ringer so much that they have put up a sign that says, please bear with us. No one works here anymore, or some shit like that. We are trying so hard. And so This poor dude. And he goes, did you order the Coca-Cola? I go, yes, sir, I did. He goes, okay, here's a Coke. He's all beaten up, you know. Everybody's screaming at this poor fucker. Did you order the shake, sir? I go, yeah, that's ours too. Yes, young man. Yes, thank you. Gives me the shake. And then gives me another 5 minutes there waiting there. He hands me the food. And then the lights go out. Like we're the last one in line. The lights go out on the outside of the sign. And he hands me the food, and all he wants to do is go home. You know, I'm like, I go, thank you, buddy. You did a great job. You did awesome. Thank you, sir. I give her food. Boom, we're in business. Off we go. Just prior to that, I forgot this part of the story. We're 3 miles away from the first McDonald's. She comes up, and she goes, Eric. I go, oh, hey, how are you? I can see her in the thing behind me in the rearview mirror. And I go, what's up? What's up? And she goes, I have to pee. Can you find a rest stop? And I'm thinking, there's no rest stops here. I go, absolutely. I'm just almost to our McDonald's destination, but absolutely. If I see one, I pull over. Sure enough, amazingly, there was a rest stop. I couldn't believe it. I didn't think there was anyone there. So she pulls over, they pee. So all of these things happen. This is a perfect example of that's why they go to me when it comes to these pickups, okay? Because they know, I mean, you guys all know, I am a very patient, loving soul. When have I ever showed any impatience with anyone on this live stream ever? That's why they give me those jobs. They know that I make this a wonderful experience. She gave me a huge tip. I'm like, well, thank you so much. Saving up for my own wedding. I have a feeling that that's coming. I have a feeling that I'll be saving my pennies for a Jackie and Justin wedding. I haven't been tipped off yet, but I'm fairly confident I'm going to be pulled aside by this young man very soon. And then I got Jim and Aubrey getting married. Now they're the wild cards. They are doing it. They're the justice of the peace ones. Jim and Aubrey. They've been together for 10 years, for God's sake. Yeah, we just got a ring. We're just going to go to the justice of the peace. I go, you know what? You do you. I go, let's have a party here, though. We'll have a big party at the house. Nah. What are you talking about? Come on, it's your wedding. We'll have Mr. Esteban make the egg rolls. We'll have the best Asian food that you love. It'll be great. What is your deal? I'm offering you a party. Speaking of weddings, this is going to hurt right now for Zaniac Jason Tieri. Okay? Excuse me. Jason Tieri is, of course, the man behind the Threads podcast and the Gig Economy podcast and whatever other podcast he does now. Dear friend, who for a time was a sponsor on this show. I was talking about the Threads podcast, and you still should go check out that show after you listen to mine and my Patreon. But nevertheless, Jason started out as a massive fan of the Free Beer and Hot Wings show. He doesn't listen to that shit anymore for obvious reasons, because it sucks tons of dick. But Jason was the guy who at our very first live show threw up into like his hat or a beer cup or something like that at the intersection in Grand Rapids during the live show, and they threw him out. Legendary. Well, actually really good at podcasting. He's a good storyteller. He cuts through the clutter, and I think what the hell was the name of that business that I marketed for him? He actually does podcast coaching. What is that called again? I can't believe it. I'm forgetting that. What an idiot. Well, anyway, I hear from him over the weekend. And I'm like, wait, what? He reaches out to me via text. Saturday, he writes in the afternoon, I'm 10 feet from your daughter in Detroit. And I'm like, oh, yeah, same wedding, because Jacqueline and Justin are at a wedding. So whatever. And then he wrote, yep, does she know the bride or groom? And he said, and Jason says, I'm not, or I said, I'm not sure. And he says, should I take a video like sick fuck Dean? And I wrote, no. I'm thinking, because she'll think that's crazy. Then he writes to me at 6:30, we talked. She's sweet. Good job. I guess implying good job raising her. All right. I wouldn't be talking about this if it didn't get weird. Saturday, just before 6 p.m. There's someone here you know. There's someone you know here where I am right now. And I wrote Jason Tieri. Now, I don't know about you listening to this podcast. How would you approach this? I would assume that you or anyone or Jason in this scenario would introduce yourself with a disarming and something that would explain what's going on without any type of weirdness by saying, you don't know me, but I listened to your dad's podcast. I'm Jason. I think you're Jackie, or you must be Jackie, right? Okay. Now that would make her go, oh my God, incredible. No, I good to meet you. Does he do that? No, he doesn't do that. Oh, that would be smart. Jackie wrote this. Yeah, he walked up to me and said, hi. He just walks up and says, hi, Jackie. And I was like, quote, I have no idea who you are. When I saw her yesterday, she was like, what? What's going on? This is weird. I don't know who you are. You can't just walk up to someone and drop, hey, hi, I know who you are. Like just saying, hi, how are you? You have to give the background. You know what I mean? Otherwise, it's weird. Holy shit. So he totally caught her off guard. I need to bring this idiot in here. Now, I know he listens later in the day, but... Hey.
Hey, what's up?
What the hell is wrong with you?
With me?
Yeah, with you.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, okay. You told me that Jackie was at the wedding.
Right.
Okay. Did you just apparently walked up to her and just said, hi, Jackie? Like the first words out of your mouth were, hi, Jackie.
So, no, she walked past me from the bathroom. I'm like, hi, Jackie.
Okay,
said,
whatever.
Well, she kept on walking. I was going to have a conversation with her, but she kept on walking.
No,
I was like,
you idiot. The first words can't be, hi, Jackie. They have to be, you don't know me, but I listened to your dad's podcast. I'm Jason. How are you?
You can't do that when someone's walking by. She was like hauling ass.
Well, then you wait till you have the opportunity, and then you approach like a normal human does, not like a goddamn crazy stalker.
Well, whatever.
It's bad enough you got the stupid beard. You look like you're homeless.
Oh, well, I looked fucking great that night. I actually didn't even have a hat on.
All right. Yeah, well, I said to her, I go, yeah, he's a jackass. He doesn't know what the hell. Yeah, bring it up with your wife. Your wife has probably the most sense of anybody I've ever met. And just say, hey, let me put this scenario by you. How should I have approached this? And she'll tell you what you should have said. And you don't just go, hi, Jackie.
I didn't sound like stupid fucking Dean. I was like, I was very nice and upbeat.
I know, but so are some serial killers. I mean, she doesn't know how you know her, and she's, I mean, come on.
Well, then you need to talk to her about safety, because then she walked up to me like 2 minutes later and started chatting with me.
Yeah, but she thought you were all rapey.
Oh my God. No fucking way.
Okay. What is that business of yours that is the podcast coaching called again?
Hey Guys Media Group.
Why? I could not remember that for the life of me. I apologize.
No worries.
So if anybody who ever wanted to start a podcast, you see, this is the trade-off. For the beat up you just took, you have earned this right now. If you are thinking about starting a podcast, instead of spinning your wheels and figuring it out as you go and wasting valuable time and money, go to heyguysmediagroup.com and have this idiot who doesn't know how to behave in public help you start your podcast.
Wait, am I on the podcast right now?
Yes, you're on the podcast. Well, of course you are.
Fucker, you're supposed to tell people that.
But you know I do the podcast every day at this time, you asshole.
I mean, I thought you were done.
I'm glad you didn't say the N-word or anything.
I know, I was pretty close. Or F rhymes with bag.
All right. Well, anyway, are you driving right now? What are you doing in your time?
I'm still, I'm doing lawn fertilization. I got like 2 weeks left, and then I'll be done.
You're such a hustler.
I'm a hustler, I know. And then it'll be to gig work full time, so.
Do you realize that if you shaved the beard, I wouldn't know who you were?
I know, it's pretty crazy.
Get rid of that thing. Get rid of that thing.
No, I look more rapey without it.
No, that's not true.
Well, thanks for beating me up and not telling me I was on the show.
Well, you deserved every bit of that.
All right, fucker.
All right, thanks.
Yeah, bye.
Okay, see it. There you go. You can't just say hi. You got to provide context to people. What a jackass. Speaking of limousine work, like I was talking about earlier, if you go to buscareers.com, Affordable Limousine is looking for drivers, experienced drivers, with a Class B license with passenger endorsement. So, okay, you're driving a school bus, maybe a cement mixer, whatever it is. Would you at least fill out the form at buscareers.com and see what they can do for you? The wage you'll be earning at Affordable Limousine is as good as any other place that needs that type of license to operate the machinery. But you get tips on top of that. So some of these drivers that have a Class B with passenger endorsement, at the end of the night, what was $18 an hour turns into like $38 an hour or more. I mean, the drivers at Affordable Limousine make sweet coin. And the best part about Affordable Limousine is you can work as much or as little as you want. You can go the route once you get on board with saying, okay, hey, I want this to be my full-time job. I am available. This is my availability. If you offer me a job, I'm going to take it. So a lot of the way that works is Justin from Affordable reaches out. Can you be available Wednesday, 2 p.m. to 7 p.m.? You're taking the Aquinas basketball team to their game. And yes, I can do that. This is working smarter, not harder. You show up in the coach, the team gets on, you drive to wherever, you sit there, you watch Netflix, team gets back on, you're driving back, and then you're at a big fat ass amount for a wage for the time that you are driving. And as I said, it's as much or as little as you want. This could be a part-time job. And then it works out to, like when Justin reaches out to me, he says, can you do this job? I'm just either yes or no. There's no pressure at all. There are times when he goes, dude, we're screwed. I need you to do this job. Can you somehow finagle this? And I'm like, okay, well, let me see. Maybe I can. And then sometimes that happens. But this is a great, great job. Please consider Affordable Limousine. They need drivers who are trying to expand their workforce. They've got an amazing fleet of trolleys, buses, shuttles, limousines, Hummers, you name it. And they just need more drivers. Buscareers.com. Buscareers.com. Go there, fill out the form today. Gift of Life Michigan says, please be an organ donor. At the end of our ride, we would love it that if we all did that, in the unlikely event of an untimely passing, we you can take it with you. So donate your organs. Gift of Life Michigan. Go to ericzaneshow.com. Click on the Gift of Life Michigan logo and fill out the donor owner. God, I cannot talk. The donor form. Organ donor form is what I'm trying to say. Gift of Life Michigan. Meanwhile, Frank the Tank Fuss. Have you done this yet? When it comes to health insurance or life insurance, car insurance, dental insurance, insurance through your employer, buying insurance through Obamacare, Medicare policies, supplemental policies that go along with medical care. I can't talk today, apparently. Any of that, you go to buyinsurancehere.com. Or you can call or text 616-914-4070. This is free. Okay? So this allows you to not waste any time when it comes to any of these policies. When I'm talking about employers' insurance, when it comes to re-enrollment, they want you to sit through a meeting, make your choices. Some of that can be daunting. It's a lot of information to go through. Just pass it off to Frank, and he'll take care of it for you. 616-914-4070. And in some of those policies through your employer, it might be a good idea to get a very, very inexpensive supplemental insurance policy to ensure that you have the best coverage for your family. Because a lot of times with that insurance policy through your employer, it sucks shit. And you're looking at after your deductible is met, you still are on the hook for a percentage of those charges. That can be taken care of with a very inexpensive supplemental insurance policy. And Frank can offer you all of that. I highly recommend that. Okay? Because if you're thinking, well, I just can't afford it. Well, you're really not going to be able to afford it when you're looking at, if God forbid something happens, car accident, cancer treatment, whatever it may be, a surgery for whatever, you're saddled with a lot of insurance bills after the deductible is met. You know what I mean? So you might want to consider this. Reach out to Frank, 616-914-4070. Call or text My Policy Shop Insurance. He is a licensed independent insurance broker/agent. And he is absolutely non-negotiable, very, very important. You know who's going to need a great insurance policy is Vince Neil from Motley Crue. Hey, everybody, it's Vince Neil, and hey, but just keep rocking. Vince Neil, boy, nothing is coming up roses for this guy. He might want to just take the cue from the universe and say, I think I should probably wrap it up. It was bad enough when however many months ago he had that horrible performance and he had to walk off the stage because things were so bad because he couldn't sing anymore. Then he was said, nope, I'm getting in shape. I'm going to use this expensive machine to get me in shape. Well, apparently he has been singing better. This moment that I'm about to play for you on the live stream, and I'll link it up in the show notes. He was in the Smoky Mountains somewhere in the Gatlinburg area, and it appeared to be a lot of people at the show, and I guess he was singing quite well, according to the eyewitnesses that saw this all unfold. And they're busting out the song, Girl, Don't Go Away Mad. Girl, don't go away mad. Girl, just go away. And then, they're wrapping it up, and Vince is doing hand claps. You'll see him on the side here while the band is doing their thing, and then he vanishes. Vince falls off stage like a son of a bitch. Watch, he's on the side there Watch. Clap, 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 clap. Whoa, boy. Oh, no. There he goes. Shit the bed, motherfucker. That was bad. There was some, that's a lawsuit. That is not bad. He was actually very badly hurt. That actually is, it was very, very serious. That's not even fucking funny. So he's in bad shape. He busted up his ribs real bad. I thought he'd be dead. There was a spot by the speaker or something like that, where he just went down. My God. A short time later, bassist Dana Strum. First of all, it says it turns out there was a gap between the speaker and the stage that Vince did not see. He fell through onto the floor. His roadie and a security guy helped him get to his feet. Vince limped away. A short time later, bassist Dana Strum addressed the crowd about the extent of the injuries. Vince fell and broke his ribs. He can't breathe. He's going to get dealt with medically. He says, now that sucks for us and him. He was so excited to be here. He lives in Tennessee. I didn't know that. But he's willing to stick it out and tough it out when the people back here were telling him, don't do it, Vince. Let's have one good round of applause for Vince. I guess Dana Strum or whoever sang in his place at the Monsters on the Mountain set. Actually, the guitar player took over the lead vocal duties. So it's just, one thing after another for Vince. If it wasn't for the extreme intoxication on the cameos and the embarrassment of having to leave during Girls. Oh, God, what a fall he took. When you're that inept physically, I'm surprised it didn't kill him. He just vanished. Holy shit. If this thing goes off, if this tour goes off with Def Leppard and whoever, Joan Jett, it's going to be a miracle. Request from Jason Schaefer. Writes, Mike Pellerito overlay that audio of the grape ladies with the video of Vince Neil taking that dive. Man. God, did he fall. Shit. He's got to sue them, right? If you're Vince, that's a lawsuit waiting to happen. Adam writes, gotta wonder if he was heavily medicated. It's not like he's not familiar with being on stages. So if he sues them, that's going to come out. The defendants are going to say, well, he's probably shit-faced. Exhibit A. All right. Speaking of old guy rockers, Mick Jagger has clapped back at Paul McCartney. Of course, Paul McCartney, for some reason, has ignited this war between the two. And we had talked about it, how Paul referred to the Rolling Stones as a blues cover band. And what a ridiculous thing to say. As much as I love the Beatles, how could you possibly fucking say that? And, I've heard McCartney on Stern. He talked about, he was very frank talking about the breakup of the Beatles. And I thought that was really cool, the honesty there. If it is, but now it's like, now he seems like a bitter old man. So who knows if that's even true? Of the Beatles, I was a team John Lennon over Paul McCartney, but I still equally love them both and love the band. But this is ridiculous. First of all, attacking the Stones. 79-year-old Paul McCartney slams the Stones as a blues cover band. Jagger, 78, says, all right, say what you will, but, we've been a band for, 50 years, for God's sake, maybe more. I don't even know. It's well more than 50 years. I think it was the mid-60s that the Rolling Stones became a thing, and here they are still selling out soccer stadiums around the world. Paul McCartney could still do that. but he's not. Over the weekend, the Stones were at SoFi Stadium in Los Angeles, which is quite a spectacle. That stadium is absolutely amazing. I remember when Jerry Jones and the Dallas Cowboys built that big-ass thing there. The one in L.A. makes that look like a fucking outhouse. I think it cost $5 billion to make SoFi Stadium. I'm not even exaggerating. So the Stones are there, where he called out the plethora of celebrities that were at his concert, including Megan Fox, Lady Gaga, and Leonardo DiCaprio. So he's like, oh, yeah, he's pointing out all these people, so that's cool. Then he says, Paul McCartney is here. He's going to join us in the blues cover band. That's awesome. That's all he had to say. And probably had a good laugh at it, too. So, fuck yes. I'm now, if I had to rank them, I would say McCartney is third. It's John Lennon, Stones, McCartney. Fuck you, Paul. Shut the fuck up. What kind of asshole goes after the Rolling Stones and all they're doing is performing, doing their thing for the past, 55 years? Shut up. Who the fuck do you think you are? I mean, when a billionaire goes ahead and starts talking shit to people, I mean, why? I mean, to what end? What, a rivalry with the Rolling Stones? The whole thing is stupid. I don't know. William Shatner is lecturing the world, and I found this to be so stupid. Okay? First of all, I don't know which one of the royal family said it. The older of the boys, right? Is there two? There's the one there's the redhead who now is like, he lives in America now, and he's, and then you got the older one. He said the same thing I said. Same thing my dad said. All right, look, all these fucking egomaniacs who are flying into space trying to, outspace each other with their millions and billions of dollars. This whole thing is stupid. Unless there's going to be an entire industry that keeps millions of people working, this whole thing is a gigantic dick swinging contest and stupid. I feel that is true. I mean, to me, the best way to show how rich you are would be to take your billions of dollars and, end hunger. Can you imagine that? And I know some of you are like, no. That's ridiculous. You can't say that. People can do whatever they want with their money. Yeah, well, this is stupid. I don't give a shit what you tell me. This is absolutely disgusting that the wealthiest people in the world, for fun, are just being shot into space for 10 minutes at a time and acting like they're important. They're not. The whole thing is stupid. And then fucking asshole William Shatner goes into space, and oh boy, everybody's just falling all over themselves to interview this asshole. And he says, I was trying to think of something clever to say, and then we got up, and when I was there, everything I thought might be clever to say went out the window. He told Savannah and Hoda, all of a sudden the blue is down below and the blackness of space. All right, great. The trip aboard the New Shepard rocket, that all went down. And then he said this. Okay, that's the guy, Prince William. While many people are cheering on these missions by billionaires, others, such as Prince William, say the effort to send humans into space takes away from the threat of climate change. Well, okay, yeah, I'm thinking more about, getting food in people's mouths or whatever. But, I could definitely see that climate change would be a thing that, but you know what ultimately is, it has to happen if you want to change the climate on the planet. You need to stop, we need to stop living, driving cars, getting power, and having plastics. And let's be perfectly honest here. That is not going to happen. Ultimately, the planet is going to get hotter and hotter because more and more people do what people do. And there is no way around that. There is never a way that I would actually look you in the face and say, you need to stop doing what you do because there's no way this is going to change. Nothing, even if we suddenly decided to put the brakes on everything, we still need oil. We still need natural fossil fuels. It's completely inevitable. This is going to happen, okay? We will eventually exhaust the planet. And the quicker you come to grips with that and stop stressing about it, the happier your life will be. There's nothing you can do to stop this train. Unless if you suddenly just want to stop burning things for fuel. This is not going to change. So shut up about it. I would think that there would be a great opportunity to take that vast amount of money that this fucking asshole uses and, feed some dying babies in the fucking sub-Saharan Africa. But no. So as well thought as it is for Prince William, there's still nothing that's going to affect climate change. I firmly believe that. But Shatner, this is ridiculous to me. This statement. Shatner is lecturing people saying we need to get right to end climate change. And he's lecturing the world. Okay? He's lecturing the world, William Shatner is, about how we need to change our ways. Okay? So he's making this big push now after the fact that the flight has happened, and is saying, after seeing our planet and seeing it how in the beautiful way that it was with the curvature of the earth and the thin blue line and the vastness of space above me and our atmosphere and then the weightlessness, it was so mind-blowing to me. It's made me aware that we need to change our ways. That is William Shatner's big message. Not for once acknowledging the fact that rocket, to shoot him off to realize this, jettisoned so much whatever it did to get him up to there, the amount of fuel consumed and the amount of damage to the planet from that Blue Origin rocket getting him to there. The irony there is lost on him, and he doesn't realize that. So I guess my point is, shut the fuck up and go away. Enough lectures about how much damage we're doing to the planet. Everybody knows, but no one's going to do anything about it. So shut up. No matter what you say, what some loudmouth Swedish kid screams at me with a microphone. I need plastic. I need lights. I need heat. And that's the end of it. There's nothing else that can be done. I'm not saying we suddenly just light all the world's coal mines on fire, but at the same time, shut up, because this is ultimately what is going to kill us and consume us. There's no looking back. So shut up. You're a fucking hypocrite, William Shatner. My God. All right. Dr. Steve says, I like Eric's podcast. So much so I even signed up for his Patreon. But he gives me so much shit on the Patreon that I don't know what to listen to. All I want to hear is the rants. Well, I could see that. You might not be interested in the Lost Zane recordings because you don't have any idea what that is. That's my old radio show. You don't know what the Insane Asylum is. That's a 2-hour music-driven radio show. The Ben and Eric Patreon podcast. Who's this Ben? You don't know. You're new. Just know that the Patreon bonus podcast is a great accompaniment to this podcast, and you can get it at patreon.com/Eric Zane. TC Paintball. Zane, what happened to the paintball event? We moved it. Okay, it's been moved to Sunday, November 21. We have rebooked the Paintball War 16 to November 21. So what was going to happen this weekend, thank God it didn't. Oh, my God. Just getting there would have been a struggle. Let's see here. Paintball War 16, the Pilgrim Massacre. All right? That's what we're calling it. Sunday, November 21. So I'm looking at the usual suspects. I know Gabe, the Honduran, had 14 people ready to go after the fact. I know the Tarantula Farmer has his usual gang. Mays, Kuiper, Tyler K. I'll try to get Dale out there. We have potential to have a huge, huge event. If you want in, we've got just over a month. Okay, we have rescheduled it. It's coming up on the 21st of November. I need to hear from you individually. I'll reach out myself. I got to get a great head count of people for this one. The goal is 40. Booking this party at tcpaintballgr.com. It's going to set you back $35. Reach out to me, Eric at ericzaneshow.com if you want in. 3 hours of play, pizza party beforehand. Awesome. A lot of talk about shit on the carpet today. Bennett Flooring Installation. 616-318-0167. If you need flooring installed, carpeting, vinyl plank, laminate, tile even, hardwood, whatever it is you need installed, they are the experts in West Michigan. Call or text 616-318-0167. They will come out to your residence, measure, and tell you how much it's going to cost you to install it. This is great because sometimes you deal with flooring people. They're like, we want to do everything. We want to pull out the old stuff. You don't have to do that. You can take care of that part yourself. Get your flooring on your own. They're just installing it. That way it's going to save you money. Bennett Flooring Installation, 616-318-0167. The asshole of the day is coming up in just a second. First of all, though, fullhousecomedy.com. That's the website you go to if you want to see a comedy show. Coming up this week, the multi-talented Jonathan Martin is appearing in town. Howard City Lanes on October 20th. October 21st, Ambrosia. That appearance at the Ambrosia Theater. And then on the 22nd, Rockford Lanes for Jonathan Martin. Paul Rodriguez, the world-famous Paul Rodriguez, makes an appearance at Billy's Lounge in Grand Rapids on the 22nd for 2 shows. Back Alley Comedy Club in Muskegon on the 23rd. And the 24th, the Park Theater. In town this week. You want tickets for these or any of the other shows, go to fullhousecomedy.com. Yeah, I had it right. And almost screwed that up. Fullhousecomedy.com. Asshole of the day. Nominations. First of all, let me go over what I talked about, and you can submit on the live stream who you think is the asshole of the day. Big story, Mike Ball slaughtering me by about 40 minutes. 40 minutes, 2 seconds. Oh, God, that was horrible. Talked about who are these podcasts, the creep off. Talked about the Lions. Oh, my God, the catastrophe that is the Lions. The Cincinnati Bengals player puking mom spaghetti on the field. O'Neill's catastrophe at the house here. The NFK informing me that someone's got the shits. We talked about...
Let me have you, Brian!
Dog the Bounty Hunter.
Let me have you, Brian!
America's Got Talent Extreme. Talked about limo work over the weekend. My daughter talking with Jason Tieri, who she thought was in club rape. Vince Neil has the problem as he falls off the stage. Mick claps back. William Shatner lectures the world. All right. Who is your asshole of the day? Oh, man. I don't know if you can give O'Neill the asshole of the day. The dog had to go. I felt bad for O'Neill. There's no way I can make him asshole of the day. Are you kidding? Yeah. Chris says no dogs for assholes of the day. They don't know better. Let's see. Any other nominations? Asshole of the day, William Shathead, as he lectures from the stairs of one of his many private jets. Yeah, you can't lecture people. At least Greta Thunberg made it seem like she was legit when she took like a boat once to the U.S. But quit acting like you guys are like leading by example. Enough. The only way to lead by example is to join an Amish community, you know? They don't have, their carbon footprint is incredibly small. Let's see. I think we've narrowed it down to 2, maybe 3. William Shatner, Dog the Bounty Hunter, and Jason from Threads Podcast. Rob says Greta Thunberg is legit. That's why you don't hear about her anymore. I did hear her. She was screaming at somebody. She still does that. She's still screaming at everybody. I give her credit for maintaining this, unless if she's making a ton of money. If she's making a ton of money off this, then it's completely hypocritical. But if Nick says a boat manufactured with plastics, just saying, yeah, I think it would have been a little bit more credible if the boat was made from resources that can be replaced, or it didn't take fossil fuel to make. Like if it was like Noah's Ark style boat, or like a fucking canoe made out of wood to get to cross the ocean, then it might have. But so I don't know if we can necessarily say she's legit. Dog the Bounty Hunter, Jason from Threads, and what's the other one? What did I say? Shatner. Dog the Bounty Hunter's been on the hot seat before, so whatever. I don't want him to be. So either Jason or William Shatner. And I really love Jason Tieri. All right. So with that said, it's got to be Jason from Threads is one the asshole of the day. For seeming like a rapist at hi, Jackie. As she walks by you, hi, Jackie. You know how weird that must have been for her? Come on, man. Introduce yourself like a big boy. You don't know me, but I'm a pal of your dad's. That's all you had to say. Hi, Jackie. Fucking weirdo. I love you. All right, so Jason from Threads Podcast and Hey Guys Media Group. Hey, Eric, how are you doing? It seems like a newbie. Noel 2LV374. Who are you? Tell me who you are. How do I know you? You know, that's like Jason from Threads Podcast. I don't know who you are. I know pretty much everybody on the live stream. You don't know me. You don't know me, but I look through your windows at night. Yeah, it was so creepy. All right. Wow, that's a long podcast. Thank you so much for being part of it, folks. You guys are the best, as always. And I'll be back on the Patreon. Till then, have a good one. Talk to you. Bye-bye.
Almost 90% of women have cellulite. And guess what? It's not their fault. We don't choose cellulite, but we can choose a different way to treat it. Meet Quo, collagenase Clostridium histolyticum, AAES, the first and only FDA-approved prescription injectable for moderate to severe cellulite in the buttocks of adult women. This non-surgical treatment is injected by an aesthetic specialist in 10 minutes or less. Individual results may vary. Do not receive if you are allergic to any collagenase or ingredients in Quo. Quo, or have an infection at the treatment site. May cause serious side effects, allergic reactions including anaphylaxis, and injection site bruising. Seek medical help right away for any signs of allergic hypersensitivity. Tell your doctor about all your medical conditions, if you have a bleeding condition, or take medicine that prevents clotting. Most common side effects include bruising, pain, hardness, itching, redness, discoloration, swelling, and warmth at the injection site. Ask your doctor about all possible side effects and for product information. If you're ready to get to the bottom of your cellulite, learn more and find a specialist at Quo.com.